AI is everywhere. People who weren't quite sure what it was are playing with it on their phones. Is that good or bad?
The smartest creatures, as far as you know, on this earth are humans. It's called the singularity. It's, it's a singularity like a black hole, because you don't know. Vastly smarter than the smartest person comes along in silicon form. It's very difficult to predict what will happen in that circumstance.
Looks like Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson are getting cozy. What's up with that? Musk low-key attacks Facebook. Perhaps this was the first real bonding moment for Elon Musk and Tucker Carlson. Musk criticized Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg for spending $400 million on get-out-the-vote campaigns, which he argued was a front for funding the Democrats. In an interview with Tucker Carlson, Musk asked, "Does that sound unbiased?" Musk asked, triggering a laugh from Tucker. In the interview, he emphasized the importance of free speech on platforms like his and Facebook's, arguing that they had a duty in a functioning democracy. Musk also shared his concerns about the state of Twitter before his acquisition, feeling that the platform was drifting in a bad direction and that the previous management did not care about improving its features or performance, only censoring it. He told Carlson that Twitter staff is now 20% of what it was before he took over, arguing that it was overstaffed for what he calls a group text service at scale. In the course of their discussion, Musk expressed his fears about AI development. He spoke with regret about his efforts in recruiting the OpenAI team, highlighting his concerns about the organization becoming closed source, for profit, and closely allied with Microsoft. With Google DeepMind now another dominant player, Musk stated his intention to create a third option in the AI landscape. Despite starting late, Musk hopes that a new project led by him, which he tentatively called TruthGPT, could do more good than harm by focusing on understaffing the universe rather than being just politically correct. Drawing a parallel between humans and chimpanzees, a species that humans could conceivably wipe out but choose not to, the Twitter CEO argued that an AI trained to value understanding the universe is less likely to pose a threat to humanity. Tucker Carlson's Twitter show. Tucker Carlson's sudden exit from Fox News fueled weeks of speculation about his next move. A last-minute entry into the race to the White House? A gig at a rival TV network? Well, this is the answer. He is getting cozy with Elon Musk. The TV personality announced the launch of a talk show on Twitter, saying the platform was the last remaining bastion of free speech and launching into a tirade against the news media. At the most basic level, the news you consume is a lie, Carlson said. For Musk, securing a character as popular as Carlson, whose primetime show on Fox regularly attracted about 3 million viewers every night, is a big win, especially since Musk said Twitter has not signed a deal of any kind whatsoever with Carlson. Free Fox-style engagement certainly looks like a big victory for Musk, but if Carlson sticks with Twitter, he could be a big headache. Since his debt-fueled $44 billion takeover of Twitter, Musk has seemed desperate to find ways to increase the monetization of a company that he has repeatedly said was on the brink of bankruptcy. Given Twitter's biggest source of revenue is advertisers, keeping them happy should be priority number one. He should know how sensitive advertisers are to change after losing 50% of Twitter's top 100 advertisers within a month of taking over the site. Advertisers, who have spent $2 billion on Twitter since 2020, paused ads over concerns around misinformation and hate speech, with Musk firing many of the core staff tasked with moderation and safety. Musk said in an interview with the BBC that those advertisers had since returned to the platform. An unchecked Carlson may bring greater user engagement at the expense of advertiser cash. Little detail has been shared about which form his new show will take, but it's safe bet that the brash host will look to recreate the elements that kept viewers hooked to his Fox show, and that was provocation. In his brief promotional clip, Carlson spoke openly about his views that the media manipulates viewers. He emphasized that free speech is the main right people have, a sign that commentary may be coming that Carlson felt he couldn't share even on Fox News, though Musk said, Tucker is subject to the same rules and rewards of all content creators. Close watchers note his tilt towards conservative figures. And if Carlson is on board, that paves the way for other equally provocative creators to go big on Twitter, and Twitter's competition is getting fiercer. On Blue Sky, the hyped social media platform backed by former Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey, users who once found Twitter to be their social app of choice has been posting about their new safe haven. Dare Obasanjo, a software developer with more than 130,000 Twitter followers and who at the same time of writing hadn't tweeted since May 3, said on Blue Sky that being on Twitter was like being on Truth Social, except the main character is less funny. It was an L that Carlson was hosting a show on Twitter, he added. Meanwhile, Max Berger, another Blue Sky user, said on the site that Twitter was only going to get more cursed in response to news that Carlson was launching a show there. Musk faces a real risk that a growing number of Twitter users will feel the same way. Analysis in December suggested Twitter could lose more than 32 million users by 2024 in light of his broader changes to the platform. If Carlson's show has diatribes akin to those on his Fox show, it could lead to an exodus of many more. Tucker and Fox News feud. Now, another question on everyone's mind was why Fox News and Tucker Carlson have severed ties, the network said in a stunning announcement that rocked the media and political worlds. We thank him for his service to the network as a host and prior to that as a contributor, Fox News said in a short statement that did not offer an explanation for his ouster, adding that his last show was on Friday, April 21. Carlson, the highest-rated single host at Fox News, did not respond to multiple requests for comment. The decision to part ways with Carlson was made by Fox Corporation Chief Executive Lachlan Murdoch and Fox News Chief Executive Suzanne Scott. The announcement came 1 week after Fox News settled a monster defamation lawsuit with Dominion Voting Systems for $787.5 million over the network's dissemination of election lies. The lawsuit has exposed Carlson's disparaging colleagues. A lawsuit filed in March of this year by his now-fired top booker, Abby Grossberg, also included a number of allegations of sexism on his show. During his time as a primetime host on Fox News, Carlson ascended to become one of the most influential figures inside the GOP. Republican lawmakers groveled at his feet, and former President Donald Trump granted him the first interview earlier in May after his arraignment in New York. Carlson propelled himself to stardom in recent years by being a top promoter of conspiracy theories and radical rhetoric. Not only did he repeatedly sow doubt about the legitimacy of the 2020 election, but he also promoted conspiracy theories about the COVID-19 vaccines and elevated white nationalist talking points. It's unlikely, however, that Fox News will stray too far from the right-wing talk that its loyal audience tunes in nightly for. The network said that for now, Carlson's 8 p.m. time slot will be filled by rotating hosts. Shares of Fox Corp fell 5% in the news. The stock had been up slightly before the announcement. Top conspiracy theory. Carlson was a key figure in Dominion's mammoth defamation lawsuit against Fox News, which the party settled before his leave on the brink of trial for a historic $787 million. In some ways, Carlson played an outsized role in the litigation. Only one of the 20 allegedly defamatory Fox broadcasts mentioned in the lawsuit came from Carlson's top-rated show, but he was set to be one of Dominion's first witnesses to testify at trial, and his private text messages, which became public as a part of the suit, reverberated nationwide. Dominion got its hands on Carlson's group chat with fellow Fox primetime stars Sean Hannity and Laura Ingraham, and a trove of other messages from around the 2020 presidential election. These communications revealed that Carlson told confidants that he passionately hated former President Donald Trump and that Trump's tenure in the White House was a disaster. He also used misogynistic terms to criticize pro-Trump lawyer Sidney Powell and reject her conspiracies about the 2020 election, even as those wild theories got airtime on Fox News. Additionally, Carlson disparaged the right-wing network's leaders in a series of text messages revealed in Dominion's defamation case. In a text on November 5, 2020, 2 days after the 2020 election, Carlson wrote his producer Alex Pfeiffer, "We worked really hard to build what we have. Those fuckers are destroying our credibility. It enrages me." The pair appeared to be discussing the network's coverage of the 2020 election, which had just recently and correctly called the critical state of Arizona for Joe Biden, enraging the network's pro-Trump audience. So it seems Tucker needs Musk just as much as Musk needs Tucker, because it certainly does not seem like Fox News will ever be a place for him again. We have yet to see how their relationship develops and what it means for watchers all over the globe. That's all for today, folks. We'll see you next time.